Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray as we roll into our 24th year on the air and one of our favorite events in all these years. I don't know how long they've been doing it. I think this young man can probably tell me coming up, but it's the Arca Butler Lake Physically Challenged Deer Hunt that I was involved in when it started, and it's rolling up again. Ron Wong is sitting in as our co-host, and he knows about this event. And so let's talk to Rob Hoff. He is the man with the Arca Butler Ranger. I don't know what's your official title, Rob?
I am the Land Use Program Ranger.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. So it's coming up. Tell us the dates.
So this hunt, this year, we've got it split up into 2 weekends. It's December 1st through the 3rd.
Okay.
And the 8th through the 10th. It's the first 2 weekends in December.
And that's pretty well annual. So how many years now, Rob?
This is the 33rd year that we've had this
Golly, that is amazing. Yeah. So I know, so we're talking about 1990 then, back when Dean Hunter and all those guys, if I'm not mistaken, got this thing rolling, and it's become, I think, the probably the platform for other events of its type over the years. People have now gone into this, but you guys now, the application time is going on right now, right, Rob?
That's right. Yeah, we've started putting the applications out actually back in August.
Okay.
And it'll run all the way through the first Friday in November.
The first Friday. So, folks, you don't really have a lot of time here, but you need to get it in. So how do they go about applying?
So there's different ways that you can do it. You can come by the field office at Arca Butler Lake and pick up an application, or you can shoot me an email, and I can send it that way, or you can reach out to me on Facebook, and I can send you one through the U.S. Post Office mail as well.
We're going to post all this on my website, LarryRay.com. And I'll be keeping up with it on my Facebook page also. But I know, Ron, you've seen this event. It brings life to.
Oh, it's an amazing event for a lot of good reasons. And you know, one is it provides the ability with somebody that has a disability to be able to chase a passion.
It is.
And all these guys, I got to tell you, they get out there around that fire pit.
Yeah, they do.
And they start talking, and you can just see that they're so happy to be there. It provides a breath of great life for them to be able to do what they like to do. And I got to tell you something. I have seen this event, and one of the things I'd like to do is to ask for volunteers. Yeah. They can use volunteers from the time it starts early in the morning till way to dark and after dark, and especially for all of my good friends who are deer hunters, they could sure use some help in skinning those deers and help butchering those deers for these guys to take home.
And Rob, I know you piggyback off of that because your volunteers are so important, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely. And like Mr. Bryan said, we can use volunteers for everything, from taking the hunters out to the stands.
Yes.
To, you know, like he said, skinning the deer. We provide. It's a full service.
It is.
For these hunters. I mean, from the time they get there, all they have to worry about is hunting, and we take care of the rest. We feed them. So if you want to volunteer to cook or help in the kitchen, there's room for that. Like I said, we take care of everything for these guys from the moment they get here to the moment that they leave. So
it's a pretty amazing event. So what qualifies for a person to be involved in this now as a participant, Rob?
Right. So, I mean, there's obviously very different stages of disabilities, but we try to help those hunters who really can't get out and hunt.
Pretty amazing. These people are quadriplegic. I've seen them shoot with something in their mouth to make the gun fire. And there's a pretty elaborate setup. Some of them even bring with them, I know, the setup besides and we use this as physically challenged because that's what they are. But still, they love to deer hunt. They love the camaraderie
it's
around the fire pit, as Ron said. And Rob, this is I know you have contacts across the nation, but you do get local people and things along that line. And so participation, what do you expect? What'd you have last year? How many did you have last year?
So we have 35 stands available.
Okay.
And last year we were able to fill all 35 stands during both weekends.
That's amazing.
Wow.
That's amazing. And the folks, this is not just a pretty day in the woods. I mean, for some reason, it seems to rain on you guys,
And you know what? These guys with the
and gals, if you're, this is
challenges with the physical challenges.
Yeah,
they don't care.
No,
they're there to chase their dreams and their passion, and around the dinner table after they all come in, it's amazing to listen to them talk about their day and how exciting
I think you need to go to work for Rob there. I mean, you're the PR man,
Well,
Rob.
I got to tell you, having experienced it,
yes,
it's very touching. And for those of you that can volunteer, please do because it is very gratifying for yourself.
And I know next week Frank Barton will be in studio as a co-host, Rob, and Mr. Barton has been a part of this, I know.
Big part.
Yeah, with vehicles for you guys and things along that line to help you get these the people in and out of the woods. But I'm assuming you're going to be in the Dove Pat in the same area, right, Rob?
That's correct. Yep.
And it's an area that's not hunted. I mean, except this time, right? I mean,
right. Yeah, and so to touch on what you were saying earlier. It's over 1,000 acres, and it's in a no hunting zone below the dam.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, well, I was going to say there's a pretty good chance for success.
Well, there is, and it's mutually beneficial. It's a win-win for everybody because we've got to manage that deer herd.
Yes,
as y'all know,
if
you don't hunt. That deer population will get out of control.
Yeah,
that's right.
To get diseases and things like that. So we actually work with the state biologist, and he sets a quota of the number of deer that we try to get each year.
Right.
And we do trail camera surveys and things like that to get an accurate number of the deer, or as accurate as we can, number of deer that we have, and then we'll work with the biologist. He'll come up with a number that we try to harvest each year.
I just can't imagine 33 years this has been going on. How old are you, Rob?
I'm 36.
I thought you just barely born, buddy, when this thing started. I know, but it's part of the culture down there, and it's such a positive event. You guys have had some water condition problems. At Arca Butler, but this event goes on, right? I mean, this is...
Right. So that's not going to affect anything with this hunt, and in fact, I think it's probably going to make it a little bit better. So
I think it will be, too. I was going to touch on that a little bit, but success-wise, how many deer did y'all kill last year?
I looked at it a few weeks ago, and I'm thinking it was 41.
I thought it was over 40 because we try to follow up with you guys, and we'll get you back on before the event and definitely after it because there's so many storylines in this thing. The people don't pay anything, right, Rob? You've got a deal.
That's right.
The state lets you kill these does. So is there any fee for this at all? There's not, is there?
No, not at all. So
Isn't that
when
something?
they show up, they don't have to spend
That's
a
amazing.
dime. We feed them 3 meals a day, all the snacks you could want. If you go hungry at this event, it's your own fault.
It's your own fault, yeah. And you've had people come for a long way off, too, hadn't you? I mean,
we've had people come all the way from California, Indiana,
amazing.
North Carolina. So.
Yeah. And it's a tradition. It's not easy. And as we talked to Mike Webb earlier about a big event, the volunteers are the key, is what Ron said. And you guys keep up with manpower, how many hours everybody does this, and the volunteers. Hey, they're not paid either, folks. Okay,
that's right.
I mean, this is a lot of work for your crew, right? You guys spend a lot of time for this.
We do, yeah. We've been working on getting the food plots ready.
Good.
Doing stand maintenance, things like that, and yeah, I mean we've got a volunteer day actually this Saturday. We're gonna have a work day for the hunt. We're gonna try to get volunteers to come out, build some stands for us, do some trail maintenance, clear some shooting lanes. Things like that. So if anybody's interested in
there
that.
you go. Now, of course, we're on the air on Saturday morning here in Memphis. So what time do they need to report to you guys?
8 o'clock at the south end of the dam, where our old field office used to be.
Oh, yeah.
We've
Okay.
got a shop down there.
Okay. 8 a.m. Okay. Folks, you hear that? Here's your chance to go help out. 8 o'clock this morning for all you folks that are listening in Brownsville and Jackson and every place like that throughout the Mid-South. And I guess if you can't get there at 8, they'll take you any time. You'll be working to what, till noon or so, or probably?
Well, we'll probably work till about 4:30 or 5.
There you go. Are you going to have food, Rob? Rob, you going to have food?
Free lunch.
Listen to that, folks. Rod,
Hey.
Won't, no,
Favorite,
you can't go wrong.
Favorite word.
Yeah, all right. Rob, we appreciate it, buddy. Tell everybody hello, and we'll stay in touch. Thank you for contacting us, and tell Chris and everybody else down there we'll be glad to do whatever we can to promote this event. Okay, buddy? All right.
All right. Thank you all.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, let's take a break on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Be right back.